property, which was our first house that I bought in North Carolina. I actually bought this property sight unseen from California. And right before we moved in, I put a ton of time and money into renovating it. Excuse this mess. I've been here the last couple days doing some renovations, so I'm kind of just dumping this stuff here, and then I'm going to bring the truck and haul it away. But I put a lot of love and sweat into renovating this house. I would say this front deck is probably one of the most attractive things about this home. It's a nice covered deck, sprucing it up. So you know me, I'm obsessed with succulents, and I've got all of my hanging decor. I installed these a couple years back. They're really, really beautiful solar powered outdoor lights, and this nice long deck is just really relaxing. And we're surrounded by about 2 acres of absolutely serene, peaceful woods. In the summer, like we're approaching now, you don't have much of a view because all of the trees are grown in, but in the winter you can have a really, really beautiful view because we're up in the mountains. Down there, when we were living here and planning on living here maybe longer, there's about 3/4 acre of sort of flat-ish area that I was going to have one of my subcontractors clear and grade for me to put a workshop down there. So a lot of potential on this property, and it's just really pretty and peaceful. So it's a mess right now. I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough because I'm renovating. I'm finishing up the last of the renovations that I never got a chance to finish. All throughout the entire home, I ripped out the nasty flooring that was throughout and replaced it with this gorgeous, really easy to maintain wood look tile. So that you get hit with right away. And then I had this like really nice door put in, and then you can see a mishmash of other stuff that needs to be addressed. And so I've been on the fence about what I'm gonna do with this property. I had tenants in here for 2 years, but it was really just helping out some employees of my sister's restaurant. So for 2 years I rented it, but I didn't make any money. I just kind of broke even and I didn't have to maintain it. And that was kind of nice. But then after that, I had to really just decide what we were going to do. So the thought was I was going to finish the final renovations, which is the kitchen, the 2 bathrooms, and then have it as a luxury rental. But unfortunately, it's been sitting empty since the end of January, and the idea was I'd get in here and quickly do those renovations, and now we're at the end of May and I haven't touched it. So realistically, I'm just too busy to do the huge renovations that I wanted to. I'm just going to do some small things to button up the property, and I'm going to list it for sale without sinking a lot of money into the bathrooms and the kitchen. So I've been up here working a couple hours a day for the last few days, trying to squeeze it in between work and everything else. Shooting to get it on the market by mid-June. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I would say I only have like 1 week's worth of solid work to do here to finish, but I just don't have a week of time. So it's like 3 hours here, 4 hours there on random days throughout the week when I'm not working. So I'm going to do my best to get everything done by mid-June so we can have an open house, get this on the market, and realistically see what we can get for it. One of the things that I'm in progress of doing right now is replacing all new ceiling fans in every single room. This one's done. I'm really happy with how modern it looks. It's like an aviator type propeller, wood look propeller. Nice and sleek and modern. Thankfully this room, the one that we had in here, the existing one didn't take up very much space, and so I was able to just install that without having to worry about any paint lines. These other rooms, unfortunately, the one that was here was gigantic. This, and I'm going to like here. So before I install this fan, which I've already assembled, I need to find the ceiling paint that we used. I didn't see any remnants with all of our paint that was left over. I'm gonna look back at my records and see. Same issue with this. I'm putting a new light fixture in here, and the footprint that the old light fixture took is way bigger than the new one that I'm gonna install. So I want to get that painted before I install that. Still need to spackle some holes from the old track lighting. I put new light fixtures in here in the last round of renovations. In here, also putting in a ceiling fan, but the existing junction box has a different compatibility screw. So I need to go get screws that are correct. What else? I need to get new shoe molding in the whole house, so that'll be fun. I need to install these rails in here. So there's that. And you just get a tile drill bit for the bottom. This banister is okay, but I'd like it to be a little bit more sturdy, so I need to anchor that. I'm gonna paint the banisters white. I've got to finish the smoke alarm up there. I've got a light fixture to install there, but I need to get a ladder long enough that I can carefully lean it up against that so I can install it. I've got to install this brand new vanity in this bathroom. So instead of going with a full bathroom upgrade, I just decided to proceed with my plan to upgrade the vanity. Because I tiled up to it and this is on the ground, I'm gonna have to tear this out, tile underneath it. This new one is freestanding, so even though you're not really gonna see the tile, I still have to patch that tile and sheetrock patch this wall, get a new mirror. I've already got the light fixture for there, but it's the same issue, the old one that was really gross. Took up more space than the new one will be, so I have that paint, that's what that is there. So I need to kind of like sand that down and make it clean and touch that up before I install the light. I've got new bathroom light fan combos for both. I just installed this sliding door set, really nice and clean and modern set of doors for the closet. So I need to do the same for this closet. I'll show you what used to be these old crappy bifold doors. That's what was in the other one too. So got to install those, but I have the doors. But when I ordered the doors, they didn't send me the hardware kit for the second set. So I need to contact the manufacturer and try to get that. It's just like a million tiny little things. I need to get little cover plates, a few that are missing. I've got to get new door handles for every single door. These are the crappy ones from when we moved in and I never replaced them. I've got to get curtains hung. I got, I think, half the curtains hung before my tenants moved in, but never got to finishing all of them. So yeah, it's a lot of little things that I need to finish. One of the other upgrades that I've done is install a whole new interconnected smoke alarm system. The wiring here was already interconnected, but for some reason the smoke alarms that were here, even though they were wired, would keep chirping. And even though we changed all the batteries in every single unit, and they're all hardwired, fresh batteries, they kept intermittently chirping and they would communicate to each other. So aside the fact aesthetically we had these old dated smoke alarms, every room had a different color and like old janky ones like this. So it's a very inexpensive update to just get a new set of uniform, new clean alarms. Everything's all set and no more chirping. So I'm happy for that. So I'm going to do a walkthrough of kind of the layout and space of this house. For 1,500 square feet, I'd say it's really well laid out. My other house is about the same square footage and this house feels so much bigger because it's laid out just way better. Nice big open living room. And then it goes into the kitchen and pretty decent sized kitchen. I've got a big table that seats 6 over here. a little island. For a small kitchen, I would say it feels bigger than it is. And then, you know, really nice appliances. And got the little laundry, washer and dryer closet in here. Got sliding doors. Open that up. And then got the bathroom here. This is a full bath, about to get a little bit of a makeover. And then this is the smallest bedroom of the house. And this is the bedroom that Jason and I were in. And I loved it. I'm not a really huge bedroom person. It's got a nice closet in here. Decent size, you know. Goes in both sides. This is another huge room, and believe it or not, this is the third largest room. 2 huge bedrooms are upstairs. So this is a king bed, and you can see there's tons of space with a king bed in here. It's just a really nice big room. And this closet, I would say, is a little bit bigger than the other one even. And then you go upstairs. We kind of did things backwards. We lived here 2.5 years. And we took the smallest room in the house. We used that other room down there as our office, as our shared office. And we gave the kids the primary and the second biggest because we wanted them, when they went to bed, we wanted to be able to be loud or cook or do whatever and, you know, have it not affect them. So this is the primary bedroom. Love, love, love. It has this cozy little reading nook. Everyone always loves this reading nook. Gavin loved it. You have a nice view outside. And then as you can see, just a massive room. This is a California king. So king, but longer. And we've got that plus a bunk bed plus space in the middle. And you've got mountain view outside. And it has a little hobbit door with some storage in there. And it has its own bathroom. And so this one needs a new fan. I'm putting a new fan and light, new mirror and all that stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty awesome room to have, especially for Gavin, who lived here when we moved here when he was 5. He had this from 5 to 7.5. And then this room, also really huge, same size as the other room, just without its own bathroom. Same thing. We had bunk beds. This is a Eastern king bed that I'm getting ready to assemble. Got space back here. Also its own little reading nook. Just really, really pretty and cozy. And then I didn't show you the other closet, but it's the same as this. I just have, I would say it's, yeah, walk-in closet. I haven't installed the closet shelf system yet, but really good size closet. And then this one, it's the same size closet, but I installed a shelving system. So you've got space down there. You've got all that. It's really spacious. So this thing's going to be coming on the market in June. And here we've got a covered carport, which is filled with junk right now. I need to get it cleaned out. But the previous owners had like hanging hammocks and just like a really pretty hangout area under here. We need to get this razor out of here and all this junk out. Has a really nice long driveway. That hill that goes up to the neighbors when it snows on the rare occasion. The kids made so many memories sledding down that hill. So a lot of really fun memories here. I've got a little side yard and a dog run with the fence. So we would just let our dogs out from the back and let them run out here. This back deck area is covered with debris because there's so many trees, so this could use a nice cleaning, but it does have a tiny little backyard. That's cute. I just need to clean up a little bit. Very nostalgic for me because this was our first house in North Carolina, and I spent a lot of time renovating it, and I love it. If anything, it's more peaceful than our current house. I think Jason likes this house a little bit better. It's very, very beautiful and serene, and it's nice to kind of get away and come up here. You feel like you're really far away from everyone. It has a little creek. Can't see it, but it has a creek that runs through it down there. I don't know how much you'll be able to see while I'm driving, but this is all of the property. Most of it is mountainous hill, but kind of down here. So that's all the property. And then down here is kind of that flat area that I was thinking about grading. It's hard to see in the car. No, not really a good place to park. Sometime when it's not raining, I'll walk this outdoor area. It has a creek running through it. That's really, really sweet on this side. And then it goes under the road and the creek empties out there. And the property is still, this is all still the property. It ends at that stake right there, at that tree, that big tree. So it's a pretty big property with lots of potential. Just got too many projects going on.